Hi, thank you for joining all of us at ADK Drones and RC for this breaking news. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you get more breaking news updates. Is it true the Mavic 3 Pro might not be released until October, at the earliest? We have a very reliable source that tells us.
The DJI Mavic 3 Pro release will probably be called the Pro 3 on release, isn't coming anytime soon. The latest plans are for an October release. But I have doubts it will be ready for prime time by then.
There's a lot of anticipation among prosumers for the next iteration in the Mavic Pro line. With the emphasis on optics and additional camera features like variable aperture, these drones are favored by many visual pros, who can't justify, or need, drones like the Inspire 2 or heavy lift drones with super high-end cameras. If you're one of those eagerly awaiting the release, you might be waiting a little while longer. So will there be an October release for Mavic Pro 3? Our source says.
Yes, I had heard that the planned release will take place in October. But I now doubt that timeline. Well, nothing is being finalized and I am starting to doubt October will be the release date. Given the progress of the development is really kind of slow. DJI always tests more than one prototype prior to settling on the final design for production and release. I don't know how many prototypes were in the mix at the moment. I also have to caution you that release dates are often moving targets. Given the product is not even finalized, there's no way any of us can be certain about a planned release date.
We want to thank DroneXL for the photos we have for this video today. We had originally been told plans were for a Q3 or Q4 release. So when will we see leaked pictures of the Mavic 3 Pro? Well, we've already seen some snippets, but nothing that's a final design. If we take a page from the Mavic 2 Pro book, we'd anticipate a Hasselblad camera on the Mavic Pro 3 when the release. Or we will see more leaked images. This recent image is said to be the shell for the Mavic 3 Pro. It features what appears to be a cooling scoop. You can also see that the battery will no longer be top-mounted, should this prove to be the final design. Will there be two versions of the Mavic Pro 3? If you'll recall, the Mavic 2 came in two versions, the Pro which featured a Hasselblad, and the Mavic 2 Zoom. Will there be two versions? Don't know yet. So when will we see the final product? As always, we know there will be leaks once we get closer to the DJI Mavic 3 Pro release. That's because there's a lot more field testing of these products. DJI also places these products in the hands of key influencers and some reviewers prior to release. There are generally non-disclosure agreements, but all it takes is one or two phone pics, and the cat's out of the bag.
That's when we'll start seeing things, which will hopefully be soon. It's unlikely any full images will be leaked since the drone isn't even finalized. Most of the images we have are because of field testing and reviewers.
So what are some of the features? The Mavic Pro 3 is said to feature an 8K video, enhanced obstacle avoidance and tracking, and likely compatibility with DJI's FPV-V2 goggles. ADK Drones and RC want to thank you so much for watching this video. We'll make sure we update you when we learn more. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. We are close to 1,000 subscribers. Will you be the one to win a mini drone?